Alright YouTube, HeirofCarthage back. This one obviously isn't live, but I am back in action on the Uesugi Domination campaign. I have fixed the issues with the sound, I believe. I just did some test recordings and they turned out good. The buzzing noise in the live performance, I had my microphone gain turned way up, and you were probably hearing the ceiling fan, or a combination of the ceiling fan and my case fans on the CPU. I am sure that if you got headphones and turned them way up, you can probably hear the CPU fan or the case fans on my computer, but you shouldn't be able to hear it too bad, and this should work out. And I'm not going to turn off the fans on my computer for your listening enjoyment because I really don't want to burn out my fancy new processor that I bought. So, in any case, let's keep things going. There's a big Hattori army being led by their daimyo that is near Uesugi Kenshin's position. And I think that it's time that we go ahead and get involved. Check out the stats in some of my units here. Even without my monk, the stats are pretty good, but we do want the monk. So we're going to embed him in this army. So yeah, so let's look at some of the stats. For instance, look at this Spears of Shizugatake with 55 morale. That's insane. Yari Cavalry with 22 morale. This Katana Samurai, level 6, 20 attack, 25 morale. That's insane. Even look at these Yari Eshigaru, 21 morale on the Yari Eshigaru, 12 attack. So these are not your typical units. Warrior Monk with 28 morale and 22 attack. So this ought to be a whole lot of fun. So I don't know if you all are excited for Rome 2, but I am crazy excited. That Find a Way trailer has really gotten me ready, and I am totally ready to get some campaign going as Hannibal. I'm going to go ahead and just let the loading screen go. My new computer can probably buzz through these loading screens relatively quick, and it'll give me a chance in the latter part of this campaign to maybe talk about either the status of this campaign or Rome 2, one of the two. And obviously I'm not going to be able to have big conversations, and if you all get sick of the loading screens, you can just skip through them. Do a little quick fast forward and get straight to the battle. If it starts taking up too much time, I'll cut it out. But like I said, I thought it might be a good opportunity to further discussion where I'm not having to try and discuss something while trying to fight a battle at the same time. So we'll just kind of see how long the load takes. Now obviously this load screen there would be even faster had I gotten a solid state drive, but I'm finding that the load times really aren't bad, even without the solid state drive, and it's something I may add later. It's just not a high priority on my list. If I got anything from my computer right now, it'd probably be a monitor that's capable of higher resolution so that I could stream in 1080. But even that's probably not super high on my list right now. I just got a new computer, and I'm probably going to stop spending money at an alarming rate. So, let's see. I'm going to put my Katana Samurai in the center. Or actually, I'll put my Warrior Monk in here as a support unit. Let's drop this guy right here in between those two. There we go. They can protect my archers. I'm going to make a nice solid back line of Yari Eshigaru. Now, typically it's going to be best to put your Yari Eshigaru up front, in my opinion, just because these guys can absorb, missile volleys and all kinds of other stuff, but I kind of want my units with the tougher attack to be up front and to be ready in this particular case. So I'm going to put my Samurai up front, and my Eshigaru will serve as more of a supporting purpose. Whether or not this was a good idea, time will tell. And then I got my 2 cav units here, which I'm going to run up and immediately try and put some pressure on the AI. Let's get things started. Now remember, the Hattori can deploy anywhere, and they did. They deployed some bows. And the bows are already within range. All their bows deployed within range. This was utter foolishness, as my elite cavalry with the high morale is going to make extremely short work of these guys. Right here I use shift and click to command order to go around behind. I'm going to take them from the front with my Spears of Shizugatake. And I'm now going to cancel the archer fire because I don't want to hit my own cavalry. So my Spears of Shizugatake has already racked up 88, 89, 90, passing right through. There comes my Yari Cab from behind. So the Hattori ability to deploy anywhere was utterly and absolutely wasted in this case. I'm going to pull back from this hill that the Hattori are running for. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to push forward because although their cavalry has crested the hill, the rest of their army is lagging behind, and I want to push an attack here. I'm going to take my archers and leave them back here safe with my Yari Ashigaru. And I'm going to take one of these Yari Samurai up the hill. Wow. My cav is making very short work. All these Hattori archers. And I'm going to rack up all the kills I can get there. I'm going to chase down these Hattori cav right here. See if we can cut off the Hattori heading up the hill here. And then I'm going to set up these Yari Ashigaru that are in spear wall formation, lagging behind the main Hattori formation. Okay, my Yari Samurai caught these guys. Let's get over here and support this fight. Warcry is not ready. Get out of that fight here. I'm gonna get into stand and fight. Okay. Yeah. We caught these guys exactly where we want them.
Our general is in grave danger,
I'm gonna bring in a flank attack here. My general deployed kind of actually into the fight, which probably wasn't the best thing ever. Okay, my Yari Ashigaru and Yari Samurai, I've got these guys held. My Yari Ashigaru beasted those Katana Samurai. I've got more Katana Samurai I can now put into this fight. My flank attack with my cavalry here was successful. Well, I say it was. I was expecting an insta-rout since they were Yari Ashigaru, but I'm going to get out of there and try and save my Yari Cav. Let my Yari Samurai finish up this work. They could go into a zombie spear wall too. It's hard to say exactly what will happen there. And then I'm going to come in for a complete surround over here with this Yari Ashigaru. This was kind of different. It's kind of neat that the Hattori can deploy anywhere. And I know it didn't use anywhere near all my troops. That's fine.
My lord, their general has fallen.
These Yari Ashigaru are really putting up a heck of a fight here because they're in spear wall. I'm going to actually see if I can get these guys turned around. Okay, this main blob of Hattori should be routing at any moment. My troops did very well up in here.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay, yep, that's going to be it. So a pretty clear victory over the Hattori there. That was fun. Didn't even use most of my troops, but that's okay. We didn't need them. So yeah, Rome 2. So you know what I liked about that Find a Way trailer, which was amazing in more than one way, but I really thought that it really demonstrates, I think, what appeals to a campaign player in a Total War game. The fact that, you know, is Hannibal going to attack with his navy at Massalia, or whatever they called it. Yeah, I always screw up the names. Or is he going to come with the Macedonians from the east through Epirus? Is he going to come from Syracuse into Brutium? You know, all those different things. And then, you know, of course, the very cool historical part at the end showing Hannibal in the Alps where the Romans least expected him. And then not only that, it shows the graphics of the game really look amazing. Some people were saying, oh, you didn't show much gameplay. I actually think that more of that was gameplay than people realize. Yes, there was cinematic elements to it, but obviously they were pulling footage from the battle map when it comes to those battle scenes. And a lot of the footage was pulled straight from the campaign map, too. So I think the game is really looking fantastic. Tell me what you all think. Who do you want to play with in campaign first? Like, what is your first choice faction? Obviously, Carthage is for me. Looking very much forward to that. But I've seen a whole bunch of the campaigns that look a lot of fun. So in the comments section, tell me what you're looking forward to about campaign. And then in the next video, maybe we'll talk a little more about multiplayer. They've released a limited amount of news about multiplayer, but we'll take it from there. So, alright, my guys are going to be retraining. It's winter time. I don't want to push any incursions into enemy territory in the middle of winter. So let us go ahead and end this particular turn. I'm not going to worry about farms in this area where I still might be getting attacked a lot. So let's go ahead and end this turn. Here's my monk waddling his way to the front lines. That's good. I'd like to have them. Hopefully they don't get intercepted by any more enemy agents. The number of enemy agents, though, will decrease, obviously, as I begin to exterminate their... Ooh, I got a monk after my monk here. Let's hope that he's not successful. He's trying to demoralize my army, maybe? Or is he trying to convert a character? It's hard to say. We'll find out when the turn ends. The Hattori retreated so as to not take winter attrition conversion attempt, but it was not successful. That is good, because that was my favorite monk. Whatever his name is, like Munechika or something. I don't know what his name is, but he's freaking awesome. Munechika or something like that. I don't know how you say it. He's pretty much amazing. I can convert their monk, possibly. And he was. Good. Alright, I'm still letting this army regain its strength. Let's see, down here, same thing. A few of these units need to go at least one more turn before I move on. They're replenishing at a quick rate, though. However, this army here, I can probably move on in and put some pressure on the Shogun. You know, yeah, I'll wait one turn because I want to coordinate the attack. Kenshin's got to be there to attack the Shogun. I don't want to rush that and throw away that opportunity for some awesome fun. And I'm going to sail this ship out here to where it's going to force people to either come on the inside of me or go up and potentially suffer attrition, because I need to see the ships sailing around me. And same thing, I'll sail up this direction. Ooh, a Shimazu army right here. So see, look, they've got a fairly large army situated on one boat. Or, you know, not literally, but obviously CA did this intending that there was transports, but this is the actual protection for the transports. So here we're going to get an easy kill of an entire Shimazu army and keep them from potentially landing. This is why I did the Navy the way I did. If I had more navies, it probably wouldn't hurt anything, and now that I'm making a considerable amount of money, I may just do that. We'll consider it. But for now, I seem to have pretty good sight lines on the Navy, so we'll just keep things going. That's exactly what I'm keeping an eye out for. You can see the Shimazu here control all of Kyushu and one province up here, Suo on Honshu, so going to be very powerful. Chosokabe control all of Shikoku, and then a number of provinces on Honshu as well, so also very powerful. Looks like the only clans left, though, are the Ashikaga Shogunate, the Hitano, the Chosokabe, and then Shimazu. So a very limited number of clans left, and the most powerful one was probably the Hattori until I put the herd on them here, and I'm guessing that obviously the most powerful now is probably the Chosokabe would be my guess. Potentially the Shimazu, though, because of those trade lanes. It depends on who has control of the trade lanes. The computer gets a lot of... Oh, look, there's a Chosokabe army on that boat. How am I getting attrition? I'm not... That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That sucks. Now my fleet's going to be all beat up. There's an assassination attempt on this general here, I think. Or no, assassination attempt on this monk who's in with this army. I wonder if my monk has any decent chance of character conversion. 45% is not a bad chance. Got him. Alright. And we got increased in rank. Risk reward there. Converting characters. We'll go ahead and do that. Maybe my monks can be my stronghold. So this fleet down here should not be suffering attrition. I take exception to this. That really ticks me off. Because now I've got a Chosokabe fleet in position to get around me, but my ships are all damaged because of having taken attrition. When you're in this water that's kind of got that whitish tint to it, they shouldn't be taking attrition. I guess I just didn't notice. That's kind of a nuisance. They have an awful lot of Sengoku Bunes. I'm actually not going to fight this. If I had more firebomb kabayas, I would. Sengoku Bunes are not particularly affected by bow kabayas. And, well, you know what? Fortune favors the bold. Let's go for it. I can train another navy up if I have to. Let's just take these guys out. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. If I hadn't taken any attrition, I'd feel pretty confident. But I did take that stupid attrition, high seas attrition. Okay, let's see. Start deployment. Well, I attacked them, which is too bad. If they attacked me, I could kind of sit behind this island and screw with the pathfinding, and that would work out pretty well. I'm going to run my bow kabayas up front. Put my Sengoku Bunes there. Okay. And firebomb kabayas, Sengoku Bunes. I'm just going to get all my ships kind of heading in the right direction here. Let's fast forward because no sense in just watching me sail all the way across the map. I'm really interested to see what Rome 2 naval battles turn out as. Naval battles have been a bit of a disappointment. I think except for Fall of the Samurai. They were really fun, actually. They were very graphically entertaining and pretty fun, actually. I didn't like them in the matchmaking setting because people were so intent on winning that they would just pick the annoying Kotetsu ships and just snipe the entire time in first-person mode. That was annoying. So no, I'm not saying that that part was enjoyable. The part that I thought was enjoyable is like for instance, when I was doing that Take a Stab at Patchy event, and we all picked like, you know, just different fleets, and no one kind of spammed anything. It was fun. You know, there was torpedoes in the water, there was coastal batteries. You know, it was not everything was just ironclad sniping, and it was really entertaining. It is kind of random. You never know what's going to happen. The pathfinding stunk. There was all kinds of strange stuff, but it was still fun, I thought. So I'm hoping that Rome 2 naval battles really up the ante as well. It's going to be hard to say, obviously, until we actually see them taking place, but we'll find out. Once all my ships are in range, I'm going to drop a fire arrow attack. Actually, their bow kabaya is quite thrashed, so I may save my fire arrows because I'm not even sure it'd be worth it. They're shooting fire arrows, but since they just, you know, have so few guys on this bow kabaya, I'm not too worried about it. Yep, we can route these guys, save my fire arrows for this incoming heavy bune. Okay, yes, we were able to route it. It looks like their ships have taken some degree of damage as well. Let's see, we'll get a fire arrow attack right here on this heavy bune and try and take it out of action right now. Yes! So the heavy bune, I'm not sure if it lit up. I think it did. On fire, yep, it is lit up. Okay, now we can move in my firebomb kabayas. My bow kabayas are doing an excellent job leading the pack here. They've got a Sengoku bune bearing down on them though, so it is time to run for it. And it is time to bring up my firebomb kabayas to pick up from here. Okay, the heavy bune was able to put out the fires. We'll hit it again here in a second. I'm going to try and lay down some mines too. This medium bune is going to get overextended. Let's pull these Sengoku bunes back. We're going to drop a mine there. I think we can take out this Sengoku bune. It's about to run over the mine. That's a great hit right there. So that Sengoku bune should be out for the count. It's taken some heavy damage. Can turn the bow kabayas around now. by here. I can probably put a mine down in front of this. Oh, I think that Sengoku Bune is just barely going to miss my mine there. I better watch out because I don't want to hit my own mine. Crap, all my ships are out of formation and I got a mine in the water there. Okay, I really need to make use of my firebomb Kabayas, and this whole thing is kind of a mess right now. Let's get my firebomb Kabayas over here. I'll bring my medium Bunets over and see if we can try and get a knockout on that. There's my mine, still trying to keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm going to bring in both of my firebomb Kabayas, and I'm going to try and steer clear of that heavy Bune because it's got a lot of archers. Okay, let's wheel these back. Wheel these around this way. Okay. Oh, I accidentally ran my two ships together. That was brilliant. Let's take these Sengoku Bunes over here and see if we can... Okay, we routed a trade ship. No big deal. Where's that mine at? There's the mine. I wonder if it'd blow up if it hit that guy who's drowning in the water. It almost looks to me like maybe the mine is drifting in the wind. That would be cool if it was. Okay, I'm going to try and get some firebombs onto this heavy Bune because it's now shooting my firebomb Kabaya, and I could potentially take heavy losses here, so we got to get this heavy Bune out of the picture. Come on, throw the bombs. No fire at will, throw the bombs right there. I think the fire at will has an... There we go. Okay, it's going to try and board me. Keep throwing your bombs, throw your bombs, throw them.
Here they come! Prepare to
Great.
repel
They're going to get my
boulders!
firebomb Kabaya. That stinks. Well, that's always a risk you take with the firebomb Kabayas. I probably could have managed that a little better, but... Let's get my bow Kabayas over here and see if we can flame the heavy Bune to death. Okay, I just took out another Sengoku Bune with that firebomb Kabaya. Let's see if I can weasel my way right in between here. I could do boarding actions with these Sengoku Bunes, but they're kind of weak, and I don't want to risk losing them. I'd kind of like to minimize my overall losses, so that's why I'm kind of playing like a chicken
Here
here.
they come! Prepare to repel boulders!
Who's boarding what? Oh, I got a Sengoku Bune board me over here. Just drop a war cry, and I might flip around here and see if I can go lend some support. Fire arrows. Okay. Oh, I think he just ran over the mine. Yeah, I think the routing ship just ran over the mine. Okay. We just lit up the heavy Bune. It's on fire now, so that should really affect the morale. My bow Kabayas probably won't really hurt that ship otherwise, though. So I'm gonna halt my attack orders there and just let them fire at will. Okay, heavy Bune is routed. If I can just take out these two remaining Sengoku Bunes. I'm hoping that my firebomb Kabaya surrendered, so I may lose it. I may not get it back. We're gonna have to pull right up alongside here too. All right, men. Pass over the party favors here. They threw some back here at this boat. Let them have it, let them have it. I think they may still be aiming at that rear Sengoku Bune. There we go. I clicked an attack order and that worked. firebomb hits on this Sengoku Bune. Oh, that one was a good one right there on the deck. Killed a whole lot of men. And then I hit this Sengoku Bune with fire arrows, and so it's now wavering as well. And the boarding action looks like it failed as well. Okay, and the remaining two Chosokabe ships. Okay, well, it was a little bit costly for me, but not too bad. So, kind of a boring battle, but again, I was trying to fight it in such a way that minimized my losses so I could hurry up, get back and repair, and not give the AI much time to get around me and to land any armies. So, I think that was overall successful. There is one ship left for some reason. A Bokabaya came over here and got stuck. So we'll just fast forward. So yeah, it's this kind of stuff is what I hope they fix when they get to Rome 2, because there's some obvious AI and pathfinding errors here that they were never able to correct, and that's obviously what we'd like to see fixed. However, I think that potentially the naval battles in Rome could be very fun. Number one, because you can have the potential for marine landings, and number two, so that actually changes the way a land battle looks, and that could be very cool. It's kind of like in Star Wars Battlefront 2, where they had the ship-to-ship combat, but you could take like a landing craft over and land and get off inside their ship, you know, and wreak havoc. So it added a fun element to that game, in my opinion. Now, I know it's different. Obviously, I'm comparing like a third-person shooter to a strategy game, so not the best comparison, but hopefully you'll know what I'm getting at. It added a fun gameplay mode to it, at least fun in my opinion. Maybe some of you didn't like it. Maybe some of you never even heard of that game. That's okay. But for me, I think that it has great potential, and I also think that the naval battles could be more interesting than Shogun 2, because it's not going to be just shooting arrows at each other. It's going to be potentially ramming and positioning, and plus the fleets will look bigger and grander if you have the right unit settings and stuff. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I hope it is. I'm optimistic about it, because the only, like I said, I mean, naval battles get a pretty bad rap for most Total War players, and I think that's mostly just because, like I said, they can get boring and whatnot. But I think that if people would just be patient and give them a chance, you know, it can really help out.